take the trade, respect your risk, right? You get paid big when you get big moves, not by loading the boat, all right? Respect your risk, that's all that matters. So how's it looking here? The only way that, like right now, we are the bottom of this candle, the bottom of this candle. So I have it marked up here on this right here. This is my mark. This is about 50% of yesterday's candle, okay? Well, it's no coincidence that this right here, you can see exactly how it's traded. I didn't put this mark here today. This mark was already here yesterday, right? It's no coincidence the way these things trade. Look, to the penny, bing, bounce, and then cracks, bing. I didn't just put this here. This right here is this right here. See it? 168.22. It's this candle right here, okay? Which turns out to be about 50% on the money of yesterday's breakdown candle, right? So 50% retracement is about the best that we're ever shooting for. If it gets over 50% retracement, there's a possibility of retracing 100% of the move or close to it, right? So that's my mark on the triple Qs. This is my mark. This is what I'm looking for. Anything pops back into this to get short, it's got a gap to fill now. 166 down here. I think just more downside and the bounce and rip here. But I mean, even if that's the case, what are we looking at? 275? It's got to, to me, it's got to get over 275. It's just another great short. The only way I'm interested in this long is it has to reclaim this 298, and even that 300 is such a key psychological level that, you know, for me to really be interested in this long, just think of it like this. There's plenty of upside. If we do get a bounce here, if we get a bounce and on the Qs, we get a bounce, we reclaim this 50%, we start, you know, moving back up and trying to get some kind of bounce out of this, right? If that happens, what's our best case scenario? If we do break this and we come back, we're going to test 170, and then we got to get through all of this BS again. We got to get through 172 again. We got to get through all of this BS again, right? That's a lot of resistance. If we actually break this 168, it's going to be near impossible for get to 170. And how's that going to affect Netflix? Well, it's just going to have a hell getting over 300, period. You know, so again, just like yesterday, this thing, it's got to reclaim 200. You know, it might be worth a crack 1R smaller size here, but really I'm not interested in this until I see it break 300, get some confirmation, and then we might get a move, you know, to the upside. So my plan is to get short. 298 is my mark. So without a fresh catalyst, I wouldn't expect Netflix to do much except follow the market. SQ, same thing, pops back to 72, would be nice. Looking for the short. The only thing is, if the market doesn't really sell off hard today, you know, it could just be consolidation day. We could sit here and chop. I mean, there's always that potential. So I'm only looking at extremes, okay? Another favorite here is Apple. What do I think? I just think Apple's just going to keep destroying the triple Qs. I mean, 190 is very key level. The big moves to me are on the downside. And this is what I'm looking at here. If we can get back up into this, I know it's a big pre-market. If we get back up into here, you know, 195 area, it's definitely a short. But there's some long move. There's some long move over 192. It's got to get over this with confirmation to really be interested in the long. So, all right, how'd it play out? Well, I took the short at my mark and I got all out here. Okay, and there's reasons for this. New low. It sets a new low, but it's a weak new low, and it reclaims that 290 pretty quick. There's my cue, Netflix fix and rip your face off, okay? I still have a piece of the 290s left. I played the 280s, the 270s here. I still have a piece of the 280s left after I booked my gains, right? So I do the same thing every day. I have booked my gains. What I'm holding cannot make me red. Okay, same thing here. Booked my gains. What I'm holding cannot make me red. 280s, 290s, still have a piece. I'm in the 270s also. We'll talk about where those went this day. What happened on Apple? It did the nice little bounce thing, boom, off the 190, what I was saying, 192, nice little 190 dip right here and rip right off of 192, just like I talked about in the live action. Did exactly what we expected it to do. It did even get through pre-market highs. Again, this is like the triple Q fake out, parabolic. I didn't buy it. I wasn't even interested in it. These were all great short entries to me, and I rarely enter trades in the afternoon, but because of the parabolic move and the fake out and all that stuff, it gave me great entries to add.